As I stood there, behold, I saw a man coming. When I saw him, I thought he was my lawyer. I thought in that courtroom of justice that he was there to help me plead my case. But he walked into the dock and asked me to come down. I asked him why. He said, I came to take your place. He took my place. The sentence that was due me was placed upon him. He bore my iniquities. He bore the condemnation. He was sentenced to death, which I would have died. He became my substitutive sacrifice. The judge asked him, do you know what you are doing? Do you know the charge that this man is to die? He said, yes. Do you know that the wages of sin is death? He said, yes. He said, but I've come to die his death that he might live. That's how I was set free. That was how I was made whole. That's how I experienced the new birth. That's how I was turned around. That's why my name was removed from the charge book of a criminal, and I was renamed a saint. And since that day, I am Saint Humphrey in Rumaka. Say amen in the house of God. I was bought by the blood of the rich pigmented blood that flew from Emmanuel's vein. And when Jesus stood at the cross, he said, it is finished. And ever since, he has kept his covenant. And he will keep his covenant of taking me, that where he is, there I will be also. If it's based on me, I would have missed it. There is no covenant God has made with man that man kept. Yes, every agreement God has made with man, man failed. Yes, man failed. When it was time to cut covenant with Abraham, Abraham tore the animal into two and was waiting, fasting and praying, God, come down. Let's cut this covenant. I'm going to, the way covenants are cut is that you will walk through the covenant, correct? Through the animal, and say, if I ever fail to keep my part of this covenant, may I be like this animal, slain without intestine. May I be like this animal. So Abraham was waiting for him to walk and make that declaration. Then God will do that. But God knew that Abraham cannot keep his own. That was why in the book of Genesis, Abraham waited for God. God did not come. God made Abraham to sleep. When Abraham was asleep, so that Abraham will not commit himself to what he cannot handle, God himself came down and walked, hallelujah, walked on that animal alone without Abraham. When he finished walking and got to the last point through the animal, then he woke up Abraham at sleep. And he now said to Abraham, Abraham, get up. Without your contribution, I have covenanted with myself. When I looked for nothing bigger than me to swear, I swore with myself that in keeping, I will keep Abraham. I will keep your side, and I will keep my side. That where I am, there you will be also. If you have some issues you are struggling with, you outgrow sin. You do what? Say it to me. Say you outgrow. Say you outgrow. As far as you are working on it, work hard on it. Because sin is a reproach. It will not stop you from going to heaven as far as you hold your confession of faith, but it can destroy your ministry. It may even lead to your death. Am I communicating? Yes, sir. It may lead to poverty.